Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
If you're like me, you have a lot of things on your mind. Work things, family things, what's for dinner things. So here's one last thing to think about: protecting your engine. Just swing by your local Take 5 for an oil change and ask for Pennzoil Platinum Full Synthetic Motor Oil. It helps protect against wear, keeps your engine running clean, and gives you the kind of peace of mind you don't have to overthink. Just remember one thing: ask for Pennzoil Platinum by name at your local Take 5. Pennzoil. Long may we drive.
It only happens every 4 years, and this time it's here. The biggest tournament in the world. Stadium shaking, flags waving. This is history, and you want to be there. But real life can make it tough. Work, busy schedules, and the price. That's where Priceline comes in. Priceline has millions of deals on flights, hotels, and rental cars so you can go see it live. So find a great deal and make the trip happen. Rally the crew, go see the game live, turn your dream trip into reality. Book now with Priceline.
Hey weirdos, my name is Ash.
And my name is Alaina.
And this has been and always will be Morbid.
So morbid right now.
Oh, it's hot right now. How are you?
Hi, everybody. We're back.
With a brand new rap.
Yep. Actually, that goes very well with my my topic.
Oh, I didn't even think of that because you just told me what you were doing.
Yeah.
Maybe that was like a subconscious thing that just came out of my mouth.
You know what? Let's just pretend that it just happened naturally and organically.
Yeah.
And
God knows I don't prepare anything I say.
There you go. I'm sure everybody knows that.
Fly by the seat of my pants kind of gal.
That's right. So today's going to be a fun, I say fun. I always say it's going to be so fun.
You do always say
it's
that.
a real brutal murder case, so that's not fun, but it's one that's like, whoa.
Sometimes the details and like the lead up is just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fun in the way that you're going to be like, what? Huh? Yeah. But not fun. Like, as in people got murdered.
I'm trying to think of like a real life situation it could relate to.
Yeah, I don't really know.
It's like doing your taxes. It's horrible, but you get a reward at the end. I don't know.
Yeah, if you enjoy numbers, maybe it's fun. I don't know. I don't think it applies. But either way, you know what we mean. And if you don't know what we mean, then I don't know.
You will at the end of this.
So yeah, you'll get it at the end. So I think that we really don't really have any,
no
business to attend to. It's kind of, we're having a nice little calming couple of weeks, maybe.
Yeah, there's no announcements or anything like that.
No big announcements. The one thing I would say was we have new merch on Morbid Pod. What is it?
Oh my God. Shop.morbidpodcast.com. It's because I'm the one that always says it.
Yeah, you're the one who always says it. It's in our store.
Yeah.
And it's new murder apparel stuff, and it's really fun.
It
so
is.
Go check that out for the holiday season.
And all the designs are so funny. Unfortunately, right now the booty one is sold out, but I'm sure we'll restock it soon.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that.
Oh, and I actually wanted to say, one of the podcasts on our network called That's Spooky, our good friends, our good Canadian boys.
We love them.
Johnny and Tyler. They just released an episode on Wednesday, and it's episode 112, Jerry Beads. And it is hilarious. They're talking about Kenneth New and the Legend of the Banshee. And when I actually just sent them both a text message, I was cackling, like full on Ash cackle, crying in my car.
And you know what? That's Spooky is real good for that.
Oh my God, they're so funny.
They're real good.
They're spooky gay bullshit. Just like, I thrive off of it.
So
go check that out.
There you go. Go check it out because we love them and we know that you'll love them.
They're our Canadian brothers.
Our Canadian brothers. Our brothers up north.
So I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's really it.
Just some love.
Just as like a little side note, because since we just plugged another podcast, over on Scream, me and Caleb are doing some Thanksgiving movies this month.
Thanksgiving horror movies.
Okay.
Okay.
So go check those out because it's going to be fun.
I'm excited.
We've hit some some real interesting ones.
I heard you're going to have like this really famous guest on soon.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. So keep an eye out for that.
I'm looking forward to
So
it.
go check us out on Scream. And yeah, I think that's really all we wanted to like be like, wah, wah, about.
I went about everything
Wah,
I
wah.
can think of.
So let's dive into this.
I'm really excited for this, and I know that's fucked up. But
excited because this is just one that's going to be like, what?
Crystal Wilden.
Yeah, it reminds me slightly, it has like a flavor of the Jasmine Richardson and Jeremy Stanky
Oh, okay.
kind of thing. It has a little bit of that flavor to it.
I love that flavor.
But yeah, it's pretty bad. So
cool.
this is called the Farmville Murders.
Already in. That sounds like a movie.
It does. And it's also, I immediately thought of that game that everyone plays, Farmville, on like Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
I never played. I have no idea what it is, but I remember people playing it all the time, or they'd send you notifications that were like, play Farmville with me. And you were like, fuck off.
That's
No.
not how these people met, is it?
No, it's not. I
Okay.
thought that when I saw the Farmville Murders, I was like, whoa.
That would be a trip.
Turns out it's not, it doesn't have anything to do with Farmville. But then I quickly saw another case, which I won't cover, but so I just want to mention it here.
I won't ever do
That
it.
does have to do with the Farmville thing on Facebook. And it's a mom who killed her baby for interrupting her playing Farmville.
Oh, yeah. We don't cover
So we
that.
won't cover that. There's nothing to cover. She's a shit stain.
What the
She'll
fuck?
die someday, so that's good.
I have to feed the cows and kill you?
But yeah, I was like, what? All right. So the reason this is called the Farmville Murders is it takes place in Farmville, Virginia in 2009.
All right. You're
So,
taking us
hey,
back
Virginia.
to Virginia.
Taking you back to Virginia. We love Virginia in here. You got a lot of stuff going on, Virginia. So
And I
we're gonna-
say taking us back because you did that for one of the live shows.
yeah. So, Virginia, we're back at you. We're back in you.
Hey.
Happy to be here.
In you.
You got a lot going on. So we will dip our toes into you a lot.
All right. You're
This got
disgusting.
gross. This got real gross. All right, so we're gonna talk about this has to do with some teenagers and
Oh,
some
fuck those.
online shenanigans.
Oh, the best.
Some MySpace is involved here.
Shut the fuck up.
We're really taking it
I'm gonna
back.
be 13 again.
So we're gonna talk first of all. We'll talk about the 3 teenagers that this has to do with and how they met really quick and just what they're about. Mm-hmm. So the first one is 20-year-old Richard Samuel Mccroskey III.
Not a teenager.
He's honestly, when you hear about, he has won the maturity level of a young teenager, and he looks like a teenager.
Really? Well, Jeremy
He looks
Stanky
very
wasn't
young.
a teenager, so
No,
same deal.
But they act like a teenager.
Right.
They have the mentality of one. Yeah.
And
so
you're 20, you might as well be.
honestly, 20, I kind of still consider you
20
a little
is
bit of a
19,
teenager.
the sequel.
Yeah, exactly. So he's from California. He's kind of like a meek and mild kid. He's always described as someone who is very passive, doesn't fight back, is teased a lot, doesn't really get along with a lot of people. Like, and it's not because he's aggressive, really, but like outwardly or anything. He's very passive, just very shy, keeps to himself. Everyone who describes him says he would never fight back when someone teased him. He would just shut down and that's it.
I already feel like this is going to ruin me.
Which is very interesting when you find out who he is as a person later.
All
So
right.
he's also, so this meek, mild kid who looks much younger than 20, he has an online persona,
Okay.
as a lot of people do.
Yeah,
Online
me.
is a place to
kidding.
curate who you are.
It
you know,
is,
like
yeah.
if you're not happy with who you are in real life, you get to be whoever you want online. We've all seen it. We've all seen, the couples that are obsessed with each other and like and constantly post like crazy in your face, like dripping with goo stuff. And
But
then
you know
find
them in
out-
real life, and
Yeah.
you're like, you guys literally hate each other.
You hate each other. Or like the person who's just constantly like, showing all these pictures of them in all these wild places. And it's like, meanwhile, they took it on like the side of the highway and like a bunch of bushes and made it
Yes.
look like they were in a field of flowers. Yeah,
Or the people involved in pyramid schemes. Those are my favorite.
exactly.
Love
So everyone, that we all know people like this.
Yes.
And especially teenagers, especially in like the early aughts and stuff. Online was a place you can go. You can have your own little fantasy world. You
And it
can
was
be
new.
who you want to be. You
Right.
know? And honestly, a lot of people made a lot of friends online during like the heyday of this. I'm
Yeah.
sure people still are, but during like the heyday of it, people were really like,
Holy
into
shit, I
this.
can talk to people far away.
Yeah, like MySpace. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was crazy. So very into MySpace, very into social media. And he was very into the horrorcore scene. I had no idea what horrorcore was.
I
It's
was
very
gonna
hard
ask
to
you
say as well.
It is, because you honestly just end up saying horrorcore.
It's like the rural juror. It's hard to say. Like, it's really hard to say.
It is.
So horrorcore is like a rap scene, a music scene. It's kind of akin to like the Juggalo scene, where it's like ICP, like those kind of, you know, musicians who horrorcore is rapping about, and like I don't know if there's a lot of singing involved. I've only seen rapping from what I've looked into it. And I've only just looked into it for this case, so who knows?
I was going to say I've never heard of it.
I've only seen rap, but it's basically rapping about like the darkest shit you can imagine. Like murder.
ICP.
Yeah, it's like murder, mutilation, torture, rape, ba-da.
Okay.
It's just the dark shit that you can pull out of the depths of your psyche is what they rap about.
Yeah.
Which in and of itself is fine, in my opinion.
I agree.
Because it's like, you know, people are shitheads or shitheads.
That's the thing.
I don't believe that like music makes you do something. I think
don't
if you were gonna do it, like, you know,
It's like when we talked about the kids that were like quote unquote Satanists, and then the parents like sued the rock bands and everything.
Yeah, like you can't blame
It's
the
not
music,
super fair.
in my opinion. At
I
least.
agree.
So he was very into this scene. It's a very like big scene, like very underground though, you know, because it has to do with like the macabre and the morbid, if you will.
Oh my God, I know about that.
Now he himself, this meek, mild kid who gets teased a lot, is an amateur horrorcore rapper
I love that
who
for
goes
him.
under the name
Oh my God, hit me with it.
Syko Sam,
Hell yeah, Syko Sam.
spelled Syco Sam.
Okay, I hate that.
That's not how you spell psycho.
That's actually very
I
incorrect.
did look on the MySpace pages though, because even though MySpace is like not a thing anymore,
was
you
gonna
can
say.
find like the front page of people's MySpaces. I
Oh,
think.
shit.
And I found all these kids, their front pages of theirs, and I could see their friends list, and a lot of people, like, you can tell that these are from like 2009.
Oh, hell yeah.
And a lot of them had those names, like their nicknames in the scene,
And like
you
the
know?
asterisks on
And
the
a
side.
lot of them began with like psycho,
Yeah.
and spelled like that. So
Oh.
it seems like that might be a thing in the scene.
I love that.
Now at McDonald's, get a $5 McChicken meal deal or a $6 McDouble meal deal. They come with small fries, a soft drink, and 4-piece McNuggets. We're gonna need a bigger tray. Get more value with your meal deal.
Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
Now he said he named himself Syko Sam because he was obsessed with Son of Sam,
Oh,
which
weird icon.
what a fucking icon. Even first of all, serial killers don't look up to them to begin with, like. But Son of Sam,
like the
David
lamest.
motherfucking Berkowitz is
Yeah.
your pick of the litter.
Yeah, he looks like a
Like
wretched
again,
booty hole.
don't pick any serial killer as your idol or your role model, but definitely don't pick David Berkowitz out of the pack.
Do you know what though? I feel like if David Berkowitz was like I feel like he would fit. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, the chubby like his horrorcore name would be Chubby Behemoth.
Yeah, that's
Psycho
true.
Chubby Behemoth.
He would fit into this. I still don't understand why anyone would idolize him.
No, I don't either.
There's nothing. I mean, whatever. So his family again described him as two different people, somebody online and somebody in real life. And they
Okay.
didn't know a whole lot about his online persona. They just knew that he was online a lot and he kind of stayed to himself. He definitely used horrorcore and his online curated persona to portray himself as hardcore, a real tough guy, somebody who doesn't give a shit. It was a fantasy world. He could literally be whoever he wanted to be. He could make friends in this scene. He became very close with members of this scene, like other artists and stuff, which in and of itself seems like it would be a positive thing. He's a member of a community that he feels good about. Like, I know a lot of like, you know, in the Juggalo scene and all that, like they feel like it's a community,
like a family.
like a family where they feel accepted and all that. So that is positive to me.
I agree.
Of course, there's going to be members of any community that are dicks and take it into a different realm.
That's literally anything you can think of.
Anything. So he also really liked photography and web design. And I guess he was pretty good at it.
That's cool.
So that's cool. So he did a ton of web design and concert photography for small horrorcore labels in the area.
Cool.
Because again, he was an aspiring artist himself. So this is his like foot in the door in
Right.
these little labels. His screen name was Lil Demon Dog. And capital L, lowercase I,
Yes,
capital L,
always.
lowercase d, capital E, lowercase m, and it goes on like that.
We love the SpongeBob writing.
Well, and all obviously another reference to Son of Sam, Little Demon Dog.
Yep.
So that's who we have for Richard Samuel McCroskey, aka Syko Sam.
Cool.
Then we have 16-year-old Emma Niederbrock. She was born, and again, 16 years old.
Yeah,
he was
young.
20.
Very young.
She was born October 15th, 1992. She was described as sweet, smart, and beautiful. You look
Aw.
at pictures of her, she is beautiful. She was homeschooled, like, pretty early. I think from the time she was, like, 11 or something, she was homeschooled.
Okay.
She was very into fashion, particularly goth fashion at the time, like the
Cool.
scene look and all that. She wanted to be a fashion designer when she grew up. She was also very interested in the occult.
Okay.
She grew up in a very strict, pretty religious home, so I
she's
think
like
she just went that
going
way.
against it.
Like I said, her MySpace is one that I went on. Her MySpace is still up with photos, and you can see that she dyed her hair bright pink. She wore very intense makeup.
I
Like she
love
did
it.
this like. It's pretty cool, actually. Like I was like, kudos to you for rocking that, like
Yeah.
confidence, girlfriend, because she did this like eyeliner that like went all the way down, like it like pointed down towards her nose.
Oh, that's cool.
So it made her eyes look even like
Yeah.
almost like ominous. I don't know how to describe it, but I'll like link all these pages if you want to see them. But again, she rocked it. Her photos are the typical like Hot Topic kind of.
Yes.
You know, it's very Hot Topic in there. This whole scene seemed to me very Hot Topic.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just my...
You know, it's hilarious. I remember like wanting to do that so badly, but I am not of that mold at all.
just
Like I
gonna
would walk
say.
into Hot Topic and all of the employees would walk to the back and be like, "Why the fuck is that girl here?"
I would have died.
Like,
if
I
you
remember
suddenly were
thinking-
like, I am this girl.
Like I remember thinking scene girls were so cool. I like cut
They were
those
cool.
bangs. I mean, they were.
Yeah.
I remember like cutting those bangs and everything. I love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
But I
That shit
didn't.
was
I did
awesome.
not fit that scene at all. I didn't fit the scene.
You certainly
At
did not.
all.
But I love you for that. So she went by the name, especially online, Ragdoll.
Cute.
Because they all go by those nicknames. And she wore a necklace all the time with the word doll on it.
Cute.
I looked through her MySpace. A lot of her friends were similar, like juggalos and horrorcore people, very emo and scene looking. A few of them, again, had like the Syko moniker before them. Most of them had nicknames as their names. So I
Yeah.
think that's just part of the culture. Even though she was deeply entrenched in this horrorcore world, so hard to say.
It is. You should just say HC.
HC. She was also like into mainstream music. She liked NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. And
Hell yes.
So she liked all of it. I think she just was really into this scene and probably like the aesthetic. She was into the people. She felt good with these people, but she also liked to rock out to Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, which is kind of fun. She also played soccer. So she was a very well-rounded
We
individual.
love an eclectic gal queen.
Now, she met one of her best friends who she was inseparable from online,
Okay.
who was an 18-year-old girl named Melanie Wells. She was born on February 13th, 1991 in Louisiana. She lived in West Virginia at the time when she was 18 years old. She had dropped out of high school and ended up finishing her education through homeschool as well.
Okay.
All three of them had been homeschooled in some capacity or another, which
Sam
is interesting.
too, or
Yeah.
Richard Sam.
Sam, I guess Richard/Sam, he did like a half thing where like he would go to school certain days a week and then homeschool the rest.
Oh, I knew kids that did that.
So all of them in some capacity had, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I'm not saying it has anything to do with what happened, but like
Weird
It's
coincidence.
just a very weird and interesting thing. So Melanie was described as very sweet, very kind. Her and Emma were like best friends, like immediately. They just totally bonded. And I think they were very alike.
Yeah.
They were both, Melanie was also very entrenched in this scene, so they had that. Now, Melanie and Emma, the way they met Richard, they met each other online through another horrorcore artist.
Okay.
Hard to say, but I'm going to keep trying.
Good. You're doing it.
They liked this artist who I'm going to talk about in a second. Her name is Rozikal, I think.
Cool.
And she ended up talking to the two of them separately, Melanie and Emma, like through DMs on MySpace, like MySpace messaging. And then she ended up talking to them. They were saying how much they loved her music. And then she was like, oh, you two should meet because you're in the same area and you're both really cool. And I think you would like each other.
I love that.
So she kind of just like set them up and
Yeah.
they became friends. they met Richard also through this kind of scenario. All three of them had become part of an online promotional team for Rosickel. And this, now, Rosickel is also called the Queen of the Wicked Shit.
Fuck yeah.
Which I was like, awesome.
Okay, Rosickel.
Same, Rosickel.
Right?
And her promo teams were called the Unholy Apostles.
Is she you? Are you Rosickel?
Am I
Are you
Rosickel?
pretending right now that you're not?
I'm going to be honest, the Unholy Apostles, as awesome as that sounds, it's also like the over-the-topness of this whole scene.
But it fits so perfectly
does.
for this time period.
It totally does.
Everything was so over the top online.
And it's over the top in like an endearing way.
Yes.
Like you're like, yeah.
Like, I love
go
that she
there.
had a team.
Like,
What
I
did you
love
say?
it.
They were a marketing team?
Yeah, they're a promotional team.
I love that.
I love it. And she's still doing music, by the way. I will talk about Rosickel later.
Is it good?
Because she,
Not in your opinion, but like maybe for someone
you know
else.
what? She's making it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
It's fine.
You know what? You guys might dig it.
Yeah.
Who am I to say? It's just not my thing, but like, get it.
Well, I like music that you don't like. So
Yeah, I mean, you definitely wouldn't like it,
No.
but somebody might like it. So I will
Check it
definitely
out.
say that. And she's doing the damn thing, and I respect her for that.
Hell yeah.
But I will talk about her reaction to this whole thing later. Okay. Now, the three of them talked online for a long time. Emma and Richard began being very like, they got into kind of a
Flirty.
romantic thing.
Okay.
Now Richard thought that Emma was his online girlfriend. Emma never said she was his girlfriend, but they were flirty and like were talking for up to a year.
Okay.
So she was also posting at times saying like she loved him and blah, blah, blah. But then she'd tell people like, no, he's not my boyfriend. Which
feel
I
like-
get because it's online.
Well, that's the thing. And that was like so of that time
So
too.
of that
Like I was
time.
flirting with like 4 different dudes on MySpace. Like I was such a little hoe on MySpace. I get it.
Yeah, like everybody, had an online boyfriend or girlfriend.
And
or-
it's so different because like you would talk to somebody for the whole summer and be like, oh my God, like we're going to date freshman year. And then you would go to school and they'd be like, not for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like, yeah.
And these two are from opposite sides of the country. It's not like, and they're 16 and 20. It's
Right.
not like, I think unfortunately, what happened was he built this relationship up in his mind
Yeah.
and had certain expectations and certain ideas of what it was. And
Yeah.
she looked at it as like a fun, I'm flirting with this cool guy who's into stuff I am.
Lighthearted.
And she kind of went with it because she's writing like, I love you and we're soulmates. But then she's telling people like, nah, we're just talking online.
Okay,
Which
yeah.
I can't blame her for
No,
that.
I respect it.
It's an online
I did
thing.
it. So
I did it. So they, after about a year, they want to, all three of them, Melanie, Emma, and Richard, they want to meet up and go to this like concert / festival, like with a bunch of horrorcore artists that are
Okay.
going to perform. It's in Southgate, Michigan, and it was called Strictly for the Wicked,
hell yeah.
which sounds awesome.
We should start calling our live shows that.
Yeah, like this is strictly for the wicked.
Strictly
I feel
for the weirdos.
Yeah, like that's amazing. So I get it. And they were like, we want to do this. Of course, it's like 1,500 miles away or something from where Melanie and Emma live.
Right.
And Richard would have to fly across the country.
Right.
So there's that problem. Now, her parents tried to be good parents here.
Emma's parents?
Yeah, Emma's parents really tried here. And I just want to give them I feel like they did what they thought was right and they tried really hard and it kind of backfired on them in the biggest way it possibly could.
Oh no.
So her parents are 53-year-old Deborah Kelley and
Heyo.
50-year-old Mark Niederbrock. So they were in the process of divorcing. That's why Deborah took back her last name.
Oh, okay.
So Deborah was born September 28th, 1955 in Richmond, Virginia. She was a sociology and criminology professor at Longwood University. She had like a doctorate. She was brilliant. Her father was a Reverend Mark Niederbrock. He was born March 20th, 1959 in Illinois. He was the head of the Walker's Presbyterian Church in Hicksburg, Virginia for 6 years.
Wow.
So parents are a professor and a reverend.
Yes.
So, and of course, like she's like a preacher's daughter, like she's
Yeah.
a typical, like, let's
Wild.
rebel against it. She was their only child too. Mm-hmm. Now, In 2009, when this all went down, they weren't divorced. They were just in the process of separating.
Okay.
They were trying to make it work, but they had separated out of they had stayed in the home, Deborah and Emma. Mark had moved out. They were going to counseling. They were trying to get back to it.
Okay.
And it seemed by all accounts that things were amicable. They weren't
it wasn't
this awful thing. And they were also very respectful of each other and co-parenting.
Well, that's
they wanted
great.
to make sure that they made decisions together. Yeah, so it was it seemed like it was a good thing. But Emma was having a little bit of a issue with it. She's 16.
Yeah.
When your parents divorce at 16 years old, I imagine it must be tough.
Yeah, that
at
must
any
be
age.
horrible.
But 16, you've gone through 16 years of having them together.
And
I
that's
feel.
just such a fucking hormonal
It's a hard
time.
age anyway. So,
Right.
I feel like it was bad. So this is when she got really into horrorcore. I think she just kind of threw herself into it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was an escape.
Right.
Now they knew Emma was into this scene. They hated it.
Yeah.
But they and in fact they hated it so much that Deborah was going to counseling with Emma to try to make sure that this was
Safe.
okay and safe.
Okay.
And trying to keep an open channel of communication with her about it.
Because the lyrics are very
they're a lot.
off,
and they're
and
very
especially for a
violent.
mom off-putting.
It would be scary as a parent to hear your kid listening to this. I will say that.
Yeah.
I can see all sides of this. And again, they weren't telling her, forbidding her from listening to it or being a part of it. They just wanted to make sure they were a part of it too, basically.
Which is smart.
Which I think is really smart. And they were determined to remain in her life and an open channel of communication. So they wanted to kind of just not push her away by saying no, I'm going to chain you up and not let you go out. So they were trying. But they figured we need to be aware of everything. We need to try to support her. We hope this is a phase that she's going through. Let's ride it out together, So they agreed together that they would participate in this meetup that they wanted to happen for this festival.
That's cool as hell.
So they said, Richard has to fly here. He has to figure that out.
yeah. We're not
You're
flying him out.
Figure that out. But you and Melanie can stay in our home. And we will take you to that festival, the three of you together.
Wow.
And as we will drive you there, we will pick you up so we know where you are. We're going to be there to see what's going on.
That's great.
I get why they thought this was the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
I myself would not have a 20-year-old I didn't know stay in my house, but I
Oh, wait.
understand.
So Richard was going to be staying in the house too.
Richard and Melanie.
Oh, I thought just
Yeah.
Melanie. Okay. So yeah,
So
that is not.
I wouldn't do that, but I can see that they were trying.
Well,
to,
and it's their
you know-
house, so they're we're going to see everything.
Yeah, and I feel like they thought that they had a handle on this. I can see what they were going for. I just feel really bad because they really gave it a shot to be parents that are there and listening and supportive. And I think they should have been a little harder, and I think it would have been a little better, but I don't know.
But they were trying to do what
Hindsight
they thought
is
was
2020.
the best.
Yeah, you do what you think is best, and they thought this was best. So they were going to pick Richard up from the airport, and then they were going to drive straight to the concert.
Okay.
And then he would stay with
I was gonna
Melanie.
say, damn, he must have been tired.
I know, for a couple of days at
Okay.
the house. So they could all just get to know each other and hang out. So September 12th, 2009,
Okay.
he arrives at the airport. They go to pick him up, Melanie, Emma, and Deborah.
Uh-huh.
Immediately, the online persona has fallen away,
Yes.
and now it's real people meeting each other.
Which is always awkward.
Always
in and of
awkward
itself.
no matter what. But when you don't have that perfectly angled Myspace photo or the mirror shot,
It's like you're naked.
you look a little different.
Yeah.
You just look a little different. Emma was immediately not attracted to him. So
Okay.
she was like, oh no. And when you look at the pictures he posted, you can see that
Different.
because then you see him afterwards and you're like, yeah, you really angled those pictures.
Oh, we all know a MySpace angle.
We all know. And so she was immediately not attracted to this ghoul who walked off the plane. And, he's portraying online this tough guy, this hardcore Syko Sam rapper.
Right.
That she was like, ooh, I'm into that. And then
Yeah.
he walks off the plane and he's like, "Reh," and he just has no self-confidence.
Right.
Is very meek, very quiet. And she's like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
And Emma
This is
was
not
like,
what I signed up for.
I'm not into it. So he immediately felt the rejection, right off the bat, because she was like, yeah, no, this isn't going to happen.
And we all know how 16-year-olds act when they're like, oh, fuck, never
well, that's
mind.
the other thing. She's 16 years old. Mm-hmm. She's 16 years old. So you know she was like, nope.
I had a very similar experience to this.
Did you really?
I did, and I actually got in trouble. I was very, very mean to somebody that I went on a family vacation with who I like had a crush on, and I was a little twat. And it's actually one of my biggest regrets to this day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad. That's sad.
I know.
Wow.
But I totally understand exactly how she feels.
The mentality of just like, no, I don't like this person now.
Yeah,
like it
I
doesn't,
totally
it doesn't
get
fit
it.
my fantasy of what the online
And
persona
she's
was.
like, she's with her best friend, and her best friend is older.
Yeah.
This exact thing happened
And
to
her
me.
best friend is probably like, oh.
I met this
like,
other girl on the family vacation, and she was older, and she was like so cool. We had a lot in common.
And you both were like, ugh.
And I think I acted like a lot older and cooler.
Oh, no.
It was exactly the situation.
Oh, no.
I know.
Oh, that's so sad.
And I got into so much trouble. I
Honestly,
was like grounded.
You deserved it.
I did. I absolutely did. Kyler, if you're listening, I'm a horrible person, and it looks like you're doing great these days. Also, I'm gay now.
Also, I'm gay now. So it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It all worked out.
In the end, everything was where it should be.
But this didn't, so let's get back on track.
So basically, it's the same thing. So it's literally, she's got her best friend with her. The two of them are sitting there like, no, this is not Syko Sam. This is Richard III that just walked off the plane.
Oh, no.
So that's not cool. So again, he's immediately feeling that rejection.
Yeah.
He's immediately feeling like he's not with his people. He has not just met his like online, and that sucks.
Yeah.
I can imagine. So then they go to the concert, and they had to drive hours in the car. Mm-hmm. So it was probably the most fucking awkward shit.
With her parents, like that
Oh my
already
God.
was going to be awkward. And then you add this layer
And
to
then you
it.
add that like they're not into him, and they're probably acting like shitty to him.
Because in that situation, you just don't want to be near
you
the
don't even want to
person.
be near them because you're like, gross, I've been flirting with him for like a year, and now I'm
Yeah.
really not attracted to
my
him.
God, yeah, I
Like that's a
know
rough
this.
situation.
I know this.
So at the concert, people at the concert said that she was very flirty with other guys, like in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
There's rumors that she was like flirting with a band member of one of the like groups, which like,
Honey, if you
good
get
for
that
you, Emma.
opportunity, get it. Like if I could have flirted with one of the members
I
of
was
like
gonna
Yellow
say.
Card or like All Time Low.
Seriously, like if Ryan Key from Yellow Card,
Yes.
if I could have flirted with Ryan Key from Yellow Card at one of the shows we went to, I would have taken that opportunity.
I
in a second.
threw my bra at Jack Bearcat.
That's something I didn't need to know, but I'm
You're welcome. But it's funny because now I'm dating a woman.
But like, I know that is amazing. But I had like a stupid boyfriend in high school. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry about it if you're listening. But like, he sucked. And I honestly, if I had that opportunity to like flirt with Andrew McMahon, hello,
Like,
I would have taken that in a second.
sign me up,
So
sister.
I get it, Emma.
I do
get
too.
it. These are your idols.
She is very relatable.
But he's pissed, and he's getting more and more pissed.
And he's feeling slighted.
He's feeling slighted because, again, not just this rejection, but the fact that he has built this relationship into something
year.
different for him than it was for her.
Yeah.
And the two of them did not communicate this to each other, so I think they were both thinking different things about what this was.
Yes.
And then it became a rejection thing, and now it seems to him like it's being thrown in his face.
Yep.
That's what he's taking it as. So, September 13th, 2009. They're back at home now. They went to the concert. Everything seems to be fine. They're like getting along. Everything's fine. They're all hanging out. Melanie posts on her MySpace that she's going to be back in West Virginia on the 16th.
Okay.
So now Melanie's family all of a sudden stops hearing from her.
At the concert?
No, this is when they're home.
Oh, they're home. Okay.
Because she's staying at
Melanie,
their home,
Melanie.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Now Melanie's family just doesn't hear from her.
Right.
And they're like, wait, she's staying at these people's. Like, why isn't she answering all of a sudden?
Oh, no.
So Wednesday, September 16th, when she's supposed to be going home, Melanie's father, Thomas, showed up at the home of Deborah Kelley to get his daughter because he was like, why isn't she texting back? No one's answering the door. He can't see in any of the windows. He's calling. No one's answering.
Oh, no.
He stayed out there for hours because he was like, they must not be home, but where are they?
Oh, my God. I can't imagine
And
this poor man's
literally
feeling.
like hours outside to wait for them or just to get a hold of someone.
Can you imagine that feeling?
He's panicking.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom this. He leaves because he's like, I don't know what else to do here. And he leaves to go home to talk to the mom and be like, what do we do now? Should we call the police? They're both very upset. Her mom had texted the night before at the concert, texted Melanie, okay, have fun, love you. And Melanie wrote back, we will, love you too, Mom. And that's the last text she sent.
Oh, God.
Now, the next series of texts that goes to Melanie is just her mother, and it says, "Honey, where are you? Please call me. Are you okay? Very worried. Where are you? Question mark, question mark. Is something wrong?" And then, "Melanie, please call me."
Oh, God.
And none of them go answered.
Oh, God.
So Kathleen, Melanie's mom, starts calling everyone they know to see if they know where Melanie is.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is she's 18.
Right.
So this becomes a little more difficult for them.
Absolutely.
Because she's not a child, technically. So they call, so the mom, which I'm like, Kathleen, Melanie's mom, I'm like, you are a, like, sleuth. And
I
I'm
love it.
very impressed by her. She must have been up on what, and it seemed, I mean, you can look at those text messages and see they loved each other. They had that relationship that they said that and it seemed like they were close.
Yeah.
So I think she was keeping tabs on what she was doing and at least knew who she was talking
When
to.
you're
which, like,
18, you're
good for
still
her.
a child.
And like good for her mom for
Right.
like knowing these things.
Right.
Because, you know, you can use them in these situations. So she calls this guy Andre Shrim. And this guy runs serial killing records in New Mexico.
Obviously.
She knew that Melanie was friends with this guy and talked to this guy.
I love that Mama called serial killing records to
Serial
find
killing
where her kid
records.
was.
And she knew that Richard and Emma were also friends with this guy. So she was like, they're all connected here. I'm going to start calling people in this scene.
We
Because
love a
she's-
mama bear.
She's deeply involved in this scene. So I'm going to start calling people. Good for her.
Wow.
And by all accounts, Andre was very helpful and was like, very like, I'm glad she called me.
This
like,
is his community. This is
Yeah.
his family.
So like good for them. And he himself raps under the name Sicktanic the Soulless.
Obviously. The soulless.
The Soulless.
Sicktanic?
Sicktanic.
Oh, I'm not
Like
going to shit you
satanic?
right now. I was about to ask you what a tannic was.
No, at first it took me a second.
Okay, cool.
And then I was like, oh, satanic. I get it.
Sicktanic,
Yeah,
satanic.
Sicktanic the Soulless. He is actually the boyfriend of Razakel, the artist.
Oh, we love
so see,
this.
we're all connected.
This is so cool.
I know, right?
But
so
not.
when she talked to him, when Mama talked to him, he said, I didn't see them all day, but he said, I did see them at that music festival
Yeah.
the day before. So he was like, I did see them. They were all fine. And he was like, and they went home with, you know, the
parents.
Emma's mom and dad. Like, you don't have to worry, I don't think. Like, I saw them and they were fine.
Oh, no.
So she's like, okay. Now, the way that Andre knows Syko Sam is because Syko Sam was a web designer.
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. With bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact store for availability.
For his rap label.
Okay.
For the serial killer
killer
records.
Yeah.
And obviously he was aspiring himself, so he figured if I could help out with web design, maybe he'll sign me to
Again,
the record label.
foot in a door.
So then Mama Kathleen, Melanie's mom, calls Deborah's home some more. Like, she's got to be there.
Yeah, like they're
what
gonna
the
get
hell is
home
going on?
eventually.
They got to be out somewhere. And maybe her phone died. I don't know. But then suddenly she gets an answer when she calls. Richard answers.
I knew it.
Syko Sam.
I motherfucking knew
Syko
it.
Sam answers. She's like, hey, where's Melanie? Can
Where's,
I talk to her?
everyone?
Why are you answering the phone at a house you don't live in? And he was like, oh, you know, they're out. They're at like a movie and I stayed in. And they just told me to like answer the phone if one of you called so I could tell you.
No.
And she was like,
That's
okay.
weird. That would not sit
So-
right with me.
He's like, that's weird. So then she calls back like 2 hours later and he answers again. And she's like, where are they? And he gives him a different excuse.
What's it? Do you know what it
I don't
was?
know what these were, but so far, every time she calls, he keeps giving different reasons why they can't come to the phone.
It's also like, why are you still answering if you know that they're clearly not there?
Exactly. And it's always different every time. It's just,
No.
oh, this is why they can't come now.
Right. They went
So-
to dinner. Now they're this. Now they're that.
Now the parents are getting super stressed and they know he's lying.
Yeah.
So September 17th, Kathleen called Mark, Emma's father,
Sure.
because Mark doesn't live in that house.
Right.
So she calls Mark and she's like, can you go check on your fucking wife and like daughter, like, and my child? Like, I don't know what's going on.
And I'm sorry, how long was this? A day after?
This was on the 17th, and the last they had talked was on the 16th. Melanie was supposed to be home.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was on the 13th that she posted on Myspace. So she's been there since the 12th.
Okay.
So this is the 17th. And she was hearing up until the 16th from her.
Okay.
So then Kathleen's like, Mark, can you go check? And Mark's like, oh my God, yeah, like, absolutely.
Like, what the fuck? Sorry.
So he's like, holy shit. So he says at 5 p.m. he's going to go check because he's on his
Probably
way.
at work or
I think
something.
he was on his way. I think when they talked, it was close to 5 p.m. So he's like, I'll drop by there on my way to this other thing for work. And they're like, okay, cool. Now, Richard's mother later would say that the last time she talked to her son was when he called her that same night on the 17th at around 7 p.m. And she said, quote, he sounded perfectly fine. My mother's intuition is pretty strong. He said he was having a good time and he loves me.
Oh.
Just putting that out there. Now midnight rolls around. Kathleen has not heard back from Mark.
Uh-huh.
So now she's like, what the fuck is going on? So she calls the police.
Oh, no. Richard, what have you done?
So she calls the police and she's like, can you do a welfare check? And she explains the whole thing. I've been calling for days. This kid is answering the phone. I don't know who this fucking kid is. Like, he's an online kid.
And then I sent the dad
I
to
send
look.
the dad, and I'm not getting anything from the dad
The
now.
police were probably like, what the fuck
The police
are we
were
gonna
like,
find?
what? So the police show up to the house.
Oh my God, this story is fucking insane.
I know. This blew my mind. Richards answers the door. And they're like, hi.
Hi there, you
Do
don't live
there?
here.
And he goes, oh no, I don't live here. All the women are out at the movies.
And where's Daddy?
And they were like, where's the dad? And he was like, oh, he stopped by here, but he left. Like, I don't know.
No,
He's
he
not
didn't.
here. The police are just like, okay, cool, thanks. And they leave.
Okay, so that was
They
the
don't go in the
LAPD
house.
at the door.
Like, what the fuck?
Really?
Like, they just are like, oh, okay, cool. Kid who doesn't live in this home and can't offer us any real explanation for where these people are.
but you think about it, and it's like they would have had a search warrant to go any further.
Exactly.
So it is.
But they couldn't
tough.
even ask. Can we look inside?
Yeah.
If he had said sure.
But then I do wonder, maybe he couldn't have given permission.
I don't know, but
since it's not his house.
either way, if they
but
had
still.
probable cause to believe anything,
And they definitely
they
do.
have missing people. They could say, like, we
Yeah.
need to know where they are. So they tell Kathleen everything's fine.
And she's
He
like,
said-
no,
he
it's
said-
not,
And
though.
Kathleen's like, no, he said they were at the movies before. Like, what the fuck? They're not just going out to the cinema every 4 hours. Like, that
Right.
doesn't make sense.
Right.
So Kathleen calls the house again. And it's like, what the fuck? Richard answers
Oh my goodness.
again. And this time, he can't really tell her where they are. He doesn't have an explanation. He just says, no, they can't come to the phone. And she's like, where are they? And he's like, I don't know. They just can't come to the phone. They're just busy.
Uh-huh.
And
'cause
she's
they're
like,
dead.
Seriously? So she's like, all right, Richard, something seems wrong. You should call the police.
I can't believe she's
Because
been
at-
talking to him this whole time.
Because at this point, she's like, okay, the police aren't helping me. No one's helping. I've
Like,
had the
can I
dad
talk
go
to
over
this
there.
guy?
I've called here. So now she's like, Richard, why don't you call the police? Because something seems wrong here.
Yeah.
And Richard's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. So she's like, okay, bye. And she's like, all right.
What the fuck?
Richard calls the police and says, hey, I hear some noises in my basement. Can you come check it out?
Uh-huh.
And so the police come. They check the basement. Apparently didn't go in the rest of the house. Just check the basement. Don't find anything weird in the basement. And they're like, oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Weird. So
This
he's
is the most bizarre
like,
story of all
I
time.
told you, it's so bizarre.
What?
So they leave. Friday, September 18th at 3:20 p.m., Virginia State Police come again because Kathleen keeps calling them.
Yeah,
Which,
good.
Good on Kathleen.
I love
She's
her.
like, oh, hey, go to that fucking house again. Are you insane? Like,
my God,
there
this
is
poor
clearly
woman
something going on.
Hasn't heard from her daughter in what, like
Days.
Oh my God.
I think it was 5 days now.
Yeah.
So it's 5 days now. And she's like, get the fuck back to that house. Something is wrong.
This poor, like, how do you get through your week?
So they listened. They went back to the house. They knock on the door. And immediately they said
Stench.
through a locked door, they got a horrific smell.
Yup.
And they said they knew exactly what that smell was, obviously. So they forced themselves in. Because
finally.
the smell of decomposition is probable cause to enter a home.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So they were like,
Totally
we
kidding.
smell dead people. So let's go in. So they go in. Richard is gone.
Of course.
He's nowhere to be
Because
found.
he probably couldn't handle it at this point.
What they did find was 3 dead bodies.
3
bodies that were horrifically murdered in a downstairs bedroom.
Oh, no.
So they leave to get a search warrant because now they were able to go in, but now if they want to touch anything or do anything, they need a warrant.
Right.
So they go, they immediately get a warrant because they're like, oh, there's 3 dead bodies
people.
in there. And they come back, and this is when they find a 4th body dead upstairs in another bedroom.
Oh, no.
An officer later said it was, quote, the most gruesome crime scene I have ever attended.
Wow.
They identify the bodies as Mark, Deborah, Emma, and Melanie.
Oh, no.
So Melanie, Emma, and Deborah were killed in their beds as they slept. Melanie had been sleeping on the couch downstairs. They were beaten with what they initially thought was a sledgehammer.
Oh, my God.
Because of the amount of damage done.
Right.
And they did find a sledgehammer in the house, so they were like, I think this could be it. Mark was murdered with the same object as he arrived at the home to check on them.
Right.
He was snuck up from behind and slammed in the head.
This is like a horror movie.
Mark's attack was so bad that the hardwood floor under him was almost destroyed.
Are you
in the
kidding?
Attack, and was soaked through with blood.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Syko Sam, again, is nowhere to be found, so now they're on the hunt for this tool.
Right.
They use social media to track down friends and such because, again, this horrorcore community. They're all connected. So they end up speaking again with Andre because Andre actually called them.
Oh,
called the police and said, hey, a friend of mine spoke with Richard like yesterday or something like that. I think it was the Thursday, yeah. And he told this guy that he murdered people.
Oh, okay.
So Andre, good on him, called the police and was like, yeah, I think something's weird here.
Yeah.
He and his girlfriend, Razakel, also told police that this is where you can find recent pictures of Richard on MySpace.
Awesome.
So they led them to the pictures so that they could distribute the pictures.
Even though, is that what Richard even looks like?
Which is not really good pictures, I guess, but they tried. So apparently, Richard, from what they could tell from time of death and all that, he had sat in the home for days.
Well, and
with
he's been
these
answering
bodies.
the phone.
Yeah. Then he killed Mark when he showed up and sat with his body as well.
And just left it right there.
He didn't change clothes. He didn't shower the
Ew.
entire 5 days. He just sat there in the thick stench of decomp.
The fuck?
So badly that he, and we will find out later, everyone who came across him afterwards was like, he smelled so bad that you could smell him coming from like a mile away.
Well, and again, you said he didn't change his clothes. He's obviously got some kind of like blood and shit on him.
Oh yeah, people said there was like gore and shit on his clothes.
What the fuck?
He then stole money from Mark's wallet and stole Mark's car, a 2000 Honda, and left. He immediately got run off the road or something. He ran into a ditch. The police ended up being called.
Good.
It was 4 a.m. when this happened. And the police came, didn't realize they were looking for him yet.
Shut the fuck up.
Because remember, when they showed up, Richard was gone.
Right.
So this was the night before that he wrecked the car and the police show up.
Fuck.
At this point, they don't know that they're looking for a killer.
Right.
But they had him right there. Mm-hmm. So he just gets ticketed for driving without a license. That's it.
Why wouldn't they not realize that the car's not registered to him?
Whose car is this? He says, oh, it's my girlfriend's dad.
Oh.
And they're just like, okay.
I like that he's still going with the story that Emma
My
was his
girlfriend's
girlfriend.
dad. He maintains that for a long time.
Ew, that poor girl. She's probably beyond the grave, motherfucker.
Yeah,
no,
she's
I was not.
never was your girlfriend. So they do set up the car to be towed when it got run off the thing. So they give him the ticket. They're like, we're going to tow the car, so figure it out.
Where do you want to go?
So he gets a ride with the tow truck driver.
Yeah.
Who said he reeked so badly. And drives Richard to a convenience store.
Wait, and you said that there was gore on his clothing. How did the police
this
not
is
fucking
4
realize
a.m.
that?
Maybe they didn't.
Dark.
They couldn't see it.
And
he was wearing a sweatshirt, a zip-up sweatshirt over his really baggy clothing.
Sure.
So maybe they just didn't see it.
Okay.
He then he drove him to the convenience store, and that's where he took a taxi to the airport to get back home to California. He was trying to get out of here.
Are you kidding me?
And the taxi ride was an hour or something long.
Oh, that poor taxi driver.
The taxi driver, Curtis Gibson, later said he was almost retching because of how bad Richard smelled of death.
Oh, gross.
He had to roll down the windows the entire time. He said he, quote, smelled like the devil. He also opened up to him slightly. Richard did.
Oh my God. Can you imagine being this poor taxi driver?
Right? And he said he was very calm, a very nice kid,
What
very
the
came
fuck?
off very sweet. And he told him he got in a fight with his girlfriend, Emma, because she caught him going through her phone and she was pissed.
Uh-oh.
And he said, well, what I found this guy texting her and telling her he loved her, and I got angry. But we just got in a fight, and we're going to get over it.
No, you're
like
not.
telling him this. And then he's like, I don't want to deal with it, so I'm going back to California to like cool off.
Oh.
And he's like, cool. So he described him as, quote, he spoke calmly and never raised any of my suspicions. He said he even gushed about Emma, saying like how beautiful she was, how their first meeting was everything he wanted it to be.
No, it wasn't.
Her smile was unlike anything he had ever seen.
He's not in love with this girl. He's fucking obsessed.
Obsessed. And he's talking about how, we got you. I'm going to have to sweet talk her, but we'll get over it.
I feel like, do you think he believed that, though?
No, I think that I don't know. I think he has like weird, different, like
Dysphoria?
detached
Like
parts of his personality or something.
Yeah.
But either way, witnesses, like I said, who saw him in passing said his clothing had like crap all over it. And I mean, at this time, it's dried blood, so it's going to look dark. It's going to look like almost brown at this point, like oxidized. And then anything else is just going to be like caked on. It's going to look like he's just dirty. So Saturday, September 19th, 2009 at 1 a.m., police have given the Richmond National Airport Richard's photo.
Oh, good.
Because they're like, he's going to try to hop on a plane and go back to California.
Absolutely.
So he's found asleep in the baggage claim at the airport. They have surveillance photos of this. We'll post them.
Yeah.
Of this little fucker like sleeping in the baggage
peacefully.
claim. And they just come and get him and he's just like, yeah, like whatever. So again, he was ready to just skip town. So they arrest him. He's charged with the murder of Mark. Because again, they usually only charge, like, they're not going to throw all the charges on him. They want something that they can hold him on. And they know they can hold him for Mark because he stole his car. So they did that like just initially to
keep
hold him. And they also charged him with the grand theft, like larceny auto of the car and robbery for taking money from his wallet.
Right. So
they
we
know
can
they got
definitely
him.
keep him.
Yeah. So the autopsies were done Monday, September 21st, 2009. They showed that blunt force trauma to the heads with what they thought was either a sledgehammer, a ball-peen hammer, or a wood-splitting maul, which I had to look it up.
God. I was going to say, what is that?
It's basically an axe, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Like a really intense axe. They said they couldn't determine exactly. But
Do they ever
something of
find
that.
out? Does he
They
say?
do. He says what he used.
Thank you. Thank you.
None of them could be identified from sight because
oh my goodness,
all of them were literally demolished.
Oh my goodness.
Like nothing was left.
Rage.
They think Deborah, Melanie, and Emma were killed on that Wednesday. So pretty quick.
That was at the night of the concert?
That was a day after the concert.
Okay.
So the same night at 1 a.m. that they're arresting Richard from the airport, they get a search warrant and enter Richard's home in California.
Okay.
So they're taking his computer, they're taking everything. So his family is just waking up at 1 a.m. to police being like, hi, we have a search warrant because your son murdered 4 people.
Oh my goodness.
And they're like, what?
And he's in West Virginia.
Excuse me? So they get his computer, they get everything. October 19th, 2009, he was indicted on 6 counts of capital murder. He got the 2 extra counts, not sure for what exactly, but it was because of how brutal the murders were. They tacked on 2 extra ones.
I didn't know you could do that.
And possibly because he might have done something after the deaths. We don't know exactly. The reason we don't know is because it didn't go to trial. So we don't have court documents to tell us all the details about this. We're just getting leaks from like little things.
Yeah.
So there was copious amounts of evidence and witnesses against him.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was
everybody.
It was a slam dunk of a case. He would be fucked. So he got an attorney and the guy was like, yeah, you have to plead out. Like,
right.
We're not going to trial because you're going to be put to death.
And it will just be a waste of time.
Yeah, they were like, it's a waste of time and money and they're going to kill you. Like they'll put you in the electric chair. So no trial, which is how we don't have all the information.
I don't know if this is a stupid question. Even if you plead guilty, like you're still sentenced. So even if he like didn't go to trial, could he still be sentenced to death?
No, because the part of the plea deal is to avoid death.
Oh, okay.
That's part of the plea. So he pled guilty to 2 counts of capital murder and 2 counts of first-degree murder. 4 life sentences is what he got.
Good.
And he waived his right to an appeal.
Okay, so he's there
not
forever,
coming out.
no matter what.
Now, just a few little like last things, talking about Myspace. on September 15th, so only 3 days after the concert, I think. So yeah, he must have killed them 4 days after the concert, I think. Or
so
3
he
days.
hung out there for a
So
while.
he hung out there for a few days. Because on September 15th at 7:52 a.m., who was it? It was Emma wrote on MySpace, "I made so many friends that night."
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. With bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact store for availability.
Haha. And Sam says hi. And then she wrote, "I can't wait till next year. I'll be driving next time."
Oh my goodness, that's really sad.
Yeah. And that just like really like, oh,
Like,
that
you're
just got
you
me.
can't
Like you're not
go.
even going to make it until tonight. Like I'm pretty sure that was the night.
Oh, that gave me chills.
So just going into like the horrorcore rap thing, I
Yeah.
just want to go into it a little bit. Of course, people immediately blamed horrorcore for this.
Yeah, which
That
is not
was
fair.
The first thing that happened.
This is just some slighted asshole.
Exactly. And his stuff is still up. You can listen to his raps. You can hear his stuff.
I don't want to.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
Like he's not good. No matter. It's no wonder that you weren't signed, Syko. So one of the lyrics that I just wanted to put out there that just gives you an insight into maybe his psyche. You're not the first, just to let you know. I've killed many people and I kill them real slow. It's the best feeling watching their last breath, stabbing and stabbing till there's nothing left.
Oh, wow. And that was
that's-
written before?
Before.
So
And it's a song called My Dark Side. He also there's a YouTube video where he's taking pictures laughing at a Marine's grave and
fuck?
defiling soldiers' graves and like laughing about it.
Oh.
So he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's not this like passive little guy.
That's the thing. So it's like he was putting this little persona out to who he needed to, and then in real, like I think that was it. The real him was the Syko Sam.
I agree.
It was this meek, passive person that he was portraying as a facade. That's how I feel.
I think so too. You can't defile a fucking grave and call yourself passive and
soldier's
meek.
grave,
Right.
Like what the fuck? Thank goodness he has 4 life sentences.
Like God only knows what he would do.
Thankful for him too, because if you ever walked out of there, fucker, do you know you had like you would have so many people after you?
Seriously.
So back to Razikel, the artist.
Yeah, you're
that
gonna say
kinda brought
how
them
she
all
reacted.
together. She said about the killings, she said, although horrorcore music is, all about murder, all about that stuff, she said, no one in my circle and me are going to write a rap about this, because she's been asked this like a million times.
That would be
put it in a rap.
so fucked up in
And
my
she
opinion.
said, quote, people can call it hypocritical, but I call it respect. I'm not going to talk about people I loved like that. It would be disrespectful. She also said, we rap about it and it finally happens. It should be like a slap in our face, right? Well, no, shit happens. I was like,
love that.
Razikel, I think it came out,
It didn't come out, I
poorly.
think, how she meant.
definitely came out poorly. Like if you could maybe go, "Woo,"
Like,
and
you
maybe
definitely
go
shouldn't
back
say
and
shit
that
happens
again.
about 4 people being brutally
What
murdered.
you should say is, was it our fault? No. Is it Richard's fault?
Yes.
The end.
Right.
Like, that's it. Like,
Right.
you don't say shit happens.
No.
This isn't shit happens. This is Richard happened.
Right.
And the only person to blame here is Richard.
Right.
100% Richard Mccroskey III is to blame. So either way, Razikel was really close with Melanie and Emma. She says she knew that Richard and Emma were talking for a long time and were like flirting and that there was something there. But she said she never once heard Emma refer to him as her boyfriend.
Yeah.
But she said she did hear Richard refer to Emma as his girlfriend.
Which
so
is
she was
annoying.
like, "Ee." Now, about Syko Sam, about Richard.
Yeah.
This is interesting because this is what a lot of people said. And I'm almost like, I almost feel like he did let a lot of people like push him around in his life. And this like, it
was a
contributed
buildup.
to a buildup of aggression. Because she says, quote, this sounds kind of messed up, but to me it would make more sense if some random person would have broken into that house and did all that before it makes sense that Sam did it. You could push over this kid and walk all over him.
Yeah.
So it seems to me like he just was that. Now, Razikel herself is now part of Shrunken Head Entertainment, and she's still
cute.
doing her damn thing. So Sam's own sister said, quote, "He was extremely passive, so just hearing that my brother is the main suspect just really blows my mind."
Yeah.
Passive. That's
Yeah.
the one thing everybody in his life described him as, passive. Letting people walk all over him. Weird.
Yeah.
So Richard's lawyer did release finally a statement from him because, again, no trial, we don't get anything. It's good for the victims' families.
Right.
Because they don't have to go through the trial. That's
Right.
great. But they also don't get to hear
Closure.
any kind of information that could maybe help them.
Or get any
understand or
apology.
apology, anything. So he did get a statement from him about what happened. Basically, what he said was that he was in a full rage after that concert.
Uh-huh.
He admitted he saw texts between Emma and another guy. She was flirting with other guys. She had rejected him.
'Cause she's
he
single.
was fucking angry. So he said September 14th or 15th, he was drinking, smoking weed, and taking pills. And he said by himself at night.
It's also like, can you not do that in my house?
Exactly.
Like, you're a fucking house guest.
And he said he killed Melanie first because she was asleep on the couch. So she just collateral. They're all collateral damage. Emma was the one he wanted.
he can't just kill Emma, though.
No. And then Kelley was killed upstairs, and then Emma was killed in the bedroom downstairs. They were all dead before 3 a.m. that night.
That's creepy.
He then attacked and killed Mark September 17th when he showed up. The bodies were in the rooms dead during those welfare checks. He had dragged Melanie and Mark into Emma's room. He said he thought about killing himself, but no, he didn't. Because he fucking hung out in the... Like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Like, fuck right off with that.
I
thought
hate
about killing...
that.
No, you didn't.
I hate when they throw that in
didn't.
there. And even if you
literally-
did, like, shut the fuck up.
You took a tool and demolished 4 people's heads into their ground and then left them and sat in their house for days, and you couldn't kill yourself?
Right.
I don't believe that.
I don't either.
You didn't want to.
Right.
And you're fine with it. Like, he's an actual piece of shit.
I agree.
So he's like, I thought about killing myself, but I didn't. He then confirmed that what he used was a wood splitting maul.
Oh, so
to
the
kill all
worst
them.
of the worst that you could possibly imagine.
And his whole thing for this was, he said it's a very heavy item, which it is. It's the heaviest out of all of them. I think it's like 8 pounds or something.
Oh, wow.
And he said he thought it would knock them out quickly and they wouldn't suffer.
What do you mean they wouldn't suffer? They were sledged up beyond
They were
recognition.
bludgeoned to death while
Right.
sleeping.
And you thought that was going to be quick?
No.
Like, no, you had no intentions
Just
of
like
making
his
this quick.
regular life, he doesn't know what persona to go with. Am I the evil, horrorcore guy who just lived out my fantasy of killing people? Or am I like, whoops, I'm so self-conscious and meek and passive and everybody rejected me and I was sad, so I got mad, so I just wanted to kill them, but I wanted to do it really humanely. What?
No, with a
No.
what is it called? A wood splitting axe?
And then during a hearing that he was at, he was smiling at reporters.
That's
They
disgusting.
took him out of the prison van. He was smirking.
Yeah, like, go fuck yourself.
And his lawyer was trying to be like, it was a nervous smirk. Fuck right off.
No. There is
right
a
off with
very
that.
big difference between a nervous smirk and a smirk.
Exactly.
You can
And
usually tell the difference.
I don't believe for 1 second that a guy who can brutally bludgeon 2 adults and 2 like girls that he was
Is
friends
nervous.
with is nervous ever.
And
I don't believe that at all.
if we really want to go with that theory, if you're somebody that nervous smiles, you know that you nervous smile.
Exactly.
So keep your fucking head down as you get out of that.
That's the
that
thing.
van.
Because I'm terrible.
you are.
I'm terrible with that stuff. Like at a funeral, I will literally have to sit there and like.
I was gonna
stop
say, Alaina,
myself
like-
from laughing. I'm terrible, and
it's
it's
awkward.
just my brain goes to a weird place.
You're
I
like
don't know what it is.
the Joaquin Phoenix
but I
Joker.
know that, and I know it's offensive to those around me and people that understand it.
So you keep your head
So I
down.
keep my shit together, and then I just like let it loose in the car. Like I just scream or something. I don't know. So another little quick aside, 3 of his letters that he had written in 2011 from prison, he did it for a murderabilia crime collector called Serial Killer Inc. And they brought $15 in for him. Like, so they were priced at $15.
What?
And then a site called Dark Vomit put them up on their site for twice that price.
$30.
Yeah. So an
Okay.
autographed photo of him went for $25.
Who the? I'm sorry.
Isn't
I'm
that
sorry.
disgusting?
I know. I understand. Like, to a point, wanting to buy like one of those John Wayne Gacy paintings. I guess.
I can, in a weird part of my mind, I understand that one. Not this little fucker.
This is like
I don't
you're
get that.
Really?
Yeah.
This pussy.
This one I don't get.
Like, ew.
I don't get it. And I have a weird relationship with that like murderbelia shit anyways. Like I
personally am so not for it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's just like I just don't know.
There's little things that I guess I can find excusable in not
in
really
some
personally.
recess of your mind, you can kind of put yourself in someone else's
Usually
head.
you're the one that can kind of explain
Yeah.
it to me, but it doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, in this particularly, just these kind of things, it's like no.
And if that's your thing, like, okay, live your
like,
life.
but like, fuck, don't buy his shit.
No.
Like, don't do it. And there's a law that he can't profit off of it. So, but still, fuck.
Well, that's the thing. Where does that money go?
It can, whoever does profit off of it can like give it. They could try to give it back to him to use for like commissary money to like buy cigarettes or something.
That's stupid.
But just to leave you on like that's kind of a sad, but also like the victim's note.
Yeah, I like to do that.
Deborah was remembered as a kind and caring professor who would push her students to greatness, had devoted her life to understanding criminals and their victims.
Weird.
People said it's very ironic that she ended up in this situation. As a kid, people who knew her said she would pretend to be a professor to her dolls. Aww. So she wanted to be one for her whole life. She would also have her students over for cookouts to her home.
That's precious.
And started the criminal justice fraternity at her college that she taught at. Mm-hmm. So good for her. About Emma, people said her smile came from her mother. Beautiful, genuine, and radiant. Aww. And as for Mark was known as like this amazing guy. He was known as an amazing father. People loved him at the church. He was just a kind person.
Yeah.
They said Deborah and Mark were a wonderful couple. Even though they were going through this issue right now, they were working together on it. And they were like, it was kind of like impressive to see them.
They seemed just like very understanding people.
They did. And they seemed like
and
they
open.
were just trying to learn how to deal with this thing that neither one of them, I'm sure, had any idea how to deal with. And then Melanie was also known as like a super sweet, super caring girl, made tons of friends, super close to her parents, obviously. Like her mom was like going to the ends of the earth for her. So it's so tragic.
Yeah, I've never heard of that case before.
It's a case of this kid getting his ego bruised when he had built up a fantasy world that no one else knew about.
It's like another incel.
It's truly like it's like... He blamed her for his own delusions of this relationship he didn't even talk to her about it.
These are the kind of cases that infuriate me on like a different level.
So many levels.
Because these men think that they're owed something.
Oh yeah, this guy definitely
and he's
thought
not even
he
a man.
was owed something.
Yeah.
And a lot of people from his hometown said that he was bragging too about like he was going to go out there and he was going to finally be able to like sleep with his 16-year-old girlfriend.
Which is also like, ew.
So this is all ego. Yeah. It's all ego. It's all bruised ego. It's a kid who has this tough guy persona who thinks that he deserves what he wants.
And I don't like that whole passive thing. Because if you're sitting around town like talking about how you're going to sleep with your 16-year-old girlfriend, you're not passive. And also
you're not.
You're going to get charged for statutory rape. So.
And for 6 counts of capital murder.
That too.
So there's that.
Wow.
So yeah, that's the Farmville Murders.
Nuts.
It blew my mind that I had never heard of it.
Wow, me either.
Yeah. I looked deep into the recesses of the internet for this.
We love that. Well, if you would like to see some of the pictures that Alaina mentioned, we will be posting. You can do so on Instagram.
At Morbid Podcast, where I will not be.
Yeah, seriously. Hit us up on Twitter, where we definitely will be.
At a Morbid Podcast.
And you can send us a Gmail at
morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
We hope that you keep listening.
And we hope you...
I don't know why I joined in for
I don't know.
One. Keep it weird. Bye. That's so weird that you like forget how you do an outro.
Yeah, that's weird.
It was. It really was. It felt really wrong.
Bye.
Bye.
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. With bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last, contact store for availability.